All right, let's look at some attributes of our graphs, starting with our x-intercept. And you could probably guess that this is where the graph crosses the x-axis. And we'll look at how to find that in just a second. And that means that our y-intercept is where our graph crosses the y-axis. Everything is in the name. All right, now we have these 4 types of slopes. 4 different types of slopes. And when our skier is going up the mountain, then we have a positive slope. And when our skier has gotten to the top and he's going back down the mountain, we've got a negative slope. If our skier is going straight, not up nor down, he is going straight across, then we have a 0 slope. And these are one of our special graphs, which is going to be a y equals some number. And if, oh no, our skier is going down, straight up and down, then our slope is to be undefined. And again, this is one of our special graphs, and this is when we have an x equals some number. All right, looking at some examples, all we're going to be doing right now is finding our x and y intercepts, and then whether or not, what kind of slope, which of the 4 types of slope we have. So when I'm looking at finding my x-intercept, I'm looking at my x-axis. Let me go ahead and x-intercept. I'm looking at the x-axis. So I want to know where does this line cross that orange line that I just drew, and that's right here. And remember, that point is 0, 0. X-intercept, we're looking at the y-axis, and I want to know where exactly is this graph crossing the y-axis. And again, it's at the same point, 0, 0. And then is my slope positive, negative, 0, or undefined? So going back, which way is our skier going? If I look at this, going this way, it's the same as that positive slope one, so we're looking at positive slope. All right, let's look at this example. I'm going to do the same thing with this graph. X-intercept. Where does it cross that x-axis? We're looking at this line down here. Does it cross this one? It does not, which is fine. It doesn't have to. So we will say no. And I wrote this here, solution. Solution is just another way of saying x-intercept. So when you see solution, you think x-intercept. All right, my y. Where does it cross? My y-axis, it crosses right here. Remember how we write this point? My x-intercept, the first number is always going to be 0. I'm going to repeat that. My y-intercept, my first number is always going to be 0. And then the second number is going to be whatever number is on that axis, so -4. Let me go ahead and write this here where it crosses the x and Okay, going back here, my x-intercept is always going to be a number and 0. And the y-intercept is always going to be 0 and then some number. All right, well, we still have this. What kind of slope are we looking at? We've got this straight line up and down here, going straight across here. That looks like this. So our slope, we say, is 0. All right, let's look at one more example. This says, what is the 0? Again, we are looking for x-intercepts. So where it is crossing my x-axis, and it crosses right here. Remember how we write my x-intercept? We're going to have some number, comma, 0. So this is 7.5. We want to know y-intercept. Where is it crossing my y-axis? That's right here. And we write that as 0 and then this number. Okay. And then what kind of slope? Which way would my skier be going? He'd be going down the hill. So it is negative.